Good afternoon, YouTube community. I'm a little shiny. I just came in from a mind clearing walk. It's been a little while. I understand. I know you're like, where have you been? I hopped on here for a minute. I talked about Smith AI and then I haven't been back. So, this is going to be my update. Just kind of an all-encompassing update. So, in random order, let's start with Smith. Smith AI, the virtual reception remote company. I'm sorry, for those of you that happen upon this video, my name is Antoinette. I am on a quest to live my life simply. I spend my time in Illinois and in Kentucky, where I live in my tiny house, in Illinois, where I live out of my SUV and spend time in this office. So that's who I am. Welcome. Hello. Okay, so Smith AI, the virtual reception remote opportunity that I spoke about in my last video. I am still with Smith. I officially hit my 3-month marker after training, and so I was able to sign up for benefits because as of right now, I am 30 hours a week, and at 30 hours a week, you can get benefits. So, and they have a lot of different options. So I chose the most affordable option. So I have health benefits, although I don't know how to access them. So I still have to figure that out. So there's that. But I am still enjoying it. I really like what I do. I love the company. I think everything about it is still great. I recently applied for an opportunity that would be considered a promotion if it happens. So I'll tell you about it if it happens. But the opportunities are always presenting themselves with that company, which is something else that's really good if you're looking to move up in a company. So even though I had only been there for 3 months, I felt like this was something that I was qualified for. So I threw my hat in the ring, and so we'll see what happens. The only issue with Smith is sometimes, so for me, I guess I should only speak for myself. As of late, I have been having issues on the weekend with the server. Not necessarily my internet server, but something on the back end is happening. I get kicked offline, and once it happens so many times, you need a tech team leader to hop on and see if they can assist you. But on the weekends, they don't have a tech team leader available. So when that happens, this is the one, I don't have any negatives about this company except for this one. When you run into a tech issue over the weekend, there isn't anyone available to assist you, so you have to log off and call the emergency line and end your day early. So today, I had to end my day 2.5 hours earlier than I was expecting. And so, of course, I'm going to feel that in my check. So that's the one negative that I don't like. Everything else is positive. That's the one thing that's like, ugh. So that's that with Smith. Why haven't I been posting on YouTube? Well, I think I kind of mentioned this before. I have been posting every single day, sometimes multiple times a day on TikTok. Because I can just press record right there within that platform, record a 10-minute video, upload it, and then I'm good to go. So for a person who doesn't know how to do editing, I don't have a fancy camera, I'm on a consumer cellular network, which is slow as it rhymes with duck, okay? It's just a bad network, but on TikTok, I'm able to just do that pretty easily. And with YouTube, it's not so simple for me. Like, I have to record a video on my phone and then upload it, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Also on YouTube, people like it better when your videos are edited and you do all sorts of fancy intros and things like that. And I love sharing my life I love talking to the people that are out there. I am not an editor, and I don't ever plan to be one. So, it's like, where do you spend your time? Do you spend your time in an app where nobody really watches your videos? That's how I find YouTube, unfortunately. Or do you go to an app like TikTok where people like your videos and comment on your videos and they follow you and there's engagement and it makes you want to keep going. I had someone just yesterday on a TikTok that I posted saying that she's now going to start her fitness journey because I've inspired her, because she's been watching my videos, so it's like, I love sharing my life. How random it is, how all over the place it is. I love sharing my life because if one person can get something from the information, me just sharing my life, then that's great. So that's why I haven't been on YouTube. I do love my 74 subscribers. I appreciate all of you all for still being here, which is why I'm on here now, recording this video to let you guys know that I want to be here, but I want to be wanted. I want to know that you want me here, and that's whether I'm producing expertly crafted videos or whether I'm doing exactly what I'm doing right now and just talking to the camera. I want to know that someone is appreciating what I'm doing. So we're going to try this again with YouTube. So that's where I've been. I've been on TikTok, recording my life there. And I just downloaded the YouTube Studio app on this phone. And what I realized is that I can now, all of the videos that I've recorded for TikTok, well, since I've gotten this new phone, so not all of the videos ever, but since I've gotten this new phone, the videos that I've recorded on TikTok are still on this phone. So what I am going to start doing is uploading those videos to my YouTube page so that you guys can kind of see what's been happening. That I can do. Okay, so that's that. What else? The tiny house. So I went to the tiny house last week, and this was the first time I had been to the tiny house since the new year, when I brought the new year in there. The weeds had grown up as tall as me. That's not an exaggeration. The weeds were 5 feet tall. 5 foot tall weeds all over. They started sprouting up in the driveway. It was crazy. In addition to that, I'm having some sort of pest issue on the house itself. So there are carpenter bees that have started to make a home on the porch. And then there's something on the inside of the house that's kind of chewing into the wood. I'm 99% sure it's not termites, because when Eric and I had the house, we had termites, so I know what that damage looks like, and this does not appear to be that. I did take a couple of pictures of the things that I saw inside the house. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but that is deeply troubling that something is eating my house. And it's a wood house, so it's deeply troubling. Now, my mother, bless her sweet soul, she has been working tirelessly as a property manager for me, and she has found a pest control company there in town. They will come out on Monday I take that back. She started the process. It hasn't been scheduled yet, but she's paid for the first pest extermination of the carpenter bees. So she's paid for that. Now it just has to get scheduled. They're going to come out, take care of the carpenter bees. When they do that, they will also do an assessment of the inside and outside of the home, let us know their findings, and give us an estimate about how to treat for whatever this is. So I will for sure give you guys an update on that. And then she found mowers, like landscaping crew. Let me say that. She found a landscaping crew that's able to come out starting Monday, and they're going to come out, I think, once a week or once every other week to maintain for the rest of the season. So, and then after that, that'll give me time to like buy a weed whacker and buy, a couple of pieces of major lawn tools that I'll need so that I can keep up with everything myself and like start going down there once a month until I can be there permanently. Okay. So that's what's going on with the tiny house. My plan, my goal, my hope, my prayer, my wish is that what I'm manifesting is that I am able to be full-time in the tiny house as of next year. I would love to kind of flip-flop it where I am spending most of my time in Kentucky and then I come to Illinois to visit with my friends. So that's the tiny house, and that's the future plan for that. Let's see, fitness journey, because I've kind of talked about that on my YouTube channel as well. So one of the things that's exciting, I bought a vibration plate. They're all the rage on TikTok. So this is my vibration plate. I got mine. I did not get it off of the TikTok shop. I got mine from Amazon, and I love it. I feel that it definitely does help with my inflammation. It's supposed to help drain your lymphatic system. And I have a lot of inflammation, whether it's due to high blood pressure, whether it's due to my psoriasis or my psoriatic arthritis, age, menopause, all of the things. There's a lot of stuff happening in this body, this 54-year-old body that I'm trying to, keep going. So this thing has been really, really great. I have seen and noticed changes in there, and doing like 20 minutes a day on here is the equivalent of doing like a 60-minute workout, like 60-minute, laps in the pool, 60-minute HIIT workout, etc. So this has been great. And for about 2 months, I was very, very consistent. I was doing this. I was doing planks. I have this little Pilates stretch bar that I was using, and I was doing like bicep curls with it and overhead presses with it, and I was doing squats with it. And I was starting to see some difference in my body. Now, whether I lost inches and or pounds, I don't know. I don't have a scale, and I haven't measured anything, because I wanted to take that piece of my fitness journey off the table, because I didn't want to focus on that. I just wanted to go by how I felt. And I was feeling really, really good. And I really worked on changing my eating habits. Is it perfect? No. But not really eating fast food, not really, meaning only a couple times this year that I've actually had fast food. One time was White Castle's, and it just destroyed my body. Like, I'm not kidding you. The whole next day, I was like just laid out, because for the rest of that day that I ate it, my stomach felt like a rock, and I just felt like complete shit. So yeah, the better I eat, the more I don't crave fast food. And then if I do have fast food, my body really suffers from it. So my eating habits have been better. So that's kind of my fitness journey. And I think the other biggest update is I wrote a book. So I have unofficially been writing for years. I have always wanted to write a book. This is not something new for me. I have been writing since I was a teenager. I think my first play, or whatever I called it, was between myself and Prince. Yeah, the musician. because I was and still am in love with Prince. But I have always wanted to write a book, and for years it was, well, what do I write about? What do I write about? And I've started ideas of books. I have journals with paragraphs and chapters of just all sorts of miscellaneous things, and nothing ever came to fruition because I just couldn't wrap my brain around exactly what I wanted to write about, I guess. And then one day, divine intervention, it was like, well, you like romance. You read romance. Your audiobooks are romance. You are a wedding officiant, which is romance. It's staring you in the face, Antoinette. Write about romance. So that's what I did. And I'm really, really proud of what I've created because I think it's something a little bit different. And I think this is something that is needed in the book industry because I am writing kind of a modern day romance based on women that are over 40. Most of the time when I am reading a book, they are 20-year-olds, they are 30-year-olds. You may get a guy that's 40. Maybe. The woman has never been 40. She's always been mid to early 30s. And it's always something very specific. They want to have children and get married, and they're moving up the corporate ladder, and there's always some sort of like female to female like power struggle, like whatever, you know what I mean? Like they're all, even I still keep reading them and listening to them and all the things, but they're all very similar, and I wanted to write a different type of story. And so it's a series of 3 books, and it follows 3 women that are on their journey they're not on a journey for a second chance romance. They are on their own journey just for living their life, how they are, where they are right now at this age. And they just so happen to find a second chance at love. These are women that have gone through things and they are now healed, They are not looking for a relationship, but if one happens to find them, then that's great. That's amazing. That's lovely. So like I said, it's a slightly different take. It's 3 different books, 3 different women. It's a series of 3. And of course, it's set in Kentucky on a tiny home community. Duh. And that's why I say by divine intervention, one day it just kind of hit me. It's like, well, do what you love. Do what you love. I love tiny houses. I love romance. I love books. Let's put it all together and bada bang, bada boom, So I will certainly start talking to you guys more about that. The book, the manuscript, I have to start using all the right terms here. The manuscript has been written. Wait, let's see. So, and did I say these are short stories? They're short stories. So the manuscript has been written. This is just it all typed out. Me still writing notes for the second book while I'm still trying to get out the first one. So now I'm at the stage where I need to get some professional editing done and start formatting it. And I'm going to utilize Amazon KDP to put it out there. So as that happens, I will definitely let you guys know. My hope, because I believe for about 5 days I can offer the book for free, and I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna let you guys know, and I'm gonna let my TikTok and my Instagram people know, so that if you guys want to get a free copy, I would love it, and then that way you can read it and review it and let me know what you think and all the good things. But yeah, so that's something new. That's my biggest new, and you see how excited it makes me because I can't stop smiling. But yeah, so that happened. Yeah, and so that's my update. That's what's been going on with me. I am actually I was done with work a little bit earlier, like I said, server issues. So I was really upset about it at first, and I figured, you know what, let's use this time to work on our book. So that's what I'm going to do and update you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you later.